Hi there guys, just Pip here and welcome to Thursday. So today is book day Thursday or theory Thursday, and I'm not going to keep it like it's not like a lecture guys, so we're going to just have a very quick read through. I'm actually going to give you a quote, and this is from one of my favourite books, Think and Grow Rich, the original 1937 edition by the great Napoleon Hill. Now if you've never come across this book, probably most of you won't have. It's not quite what you think. So Think and Grow Rich, a lot of people think it's about money, and I thought it was about money when I initially started. This is a book that's sold over 20 million copies worldwide. It was a book written by a guy who was actually a journalist, a very young journalist in his 20s, back, as I say, in the early 19 or to be honest with you, even earlier than that. It was 1937 by the time he published it, but he spent 20 years interviewing basically loads and loads of really successful people across America, because he'd noticed that some people were really struggling and others weren't, and there's a story behind it as well of who taught him all these secrets. But he interviewed loads of interesting people, like J.C. Penney. I think he also spoke, basically came initially from a guy called Andrew Carnegie, who was basically the guy of the steelworks back in the day. So he was had the monopoly. Charles Schwab, who is now has his kind of work shown in the banking sector and all that sort of thing. Mr. Woolworth, loads and loads of interesting people, innovators. Henry Ford, who obviously he created Ford cars, and who I think he either had a couple of months high school or he didn't even make it to high school, and yet he became a very wealthy man. So this quote I just want to read to you today is, this is from, so there's loads of different versions of this. You can find it on Amazon, things like that. I would say get yourself a cheap copy, but the information is insane. So my mentor's mentor, Bob Proctor, the late multimillionaire, he started reading this when he was about 24, and he kept reading it until he passed on at the ripe old age of 60, I think it was 67, in February 2022. And obviously it made him very wealthy, but not only that, he grew rich in terms of he had peace of mind and good relationships with his family, and just a prosperous mental outlook on life. So anyway, the quote is, a winner never quits and a quitter never wins. A winner never quits and a quitter never wins. It is hard in life not to quit sometimes, and really this book is so interesting because it teaches that actually just because you fail at something doesn't make you a failure. Now that's a huge common misconception, and it can lead to these symptoms of anxiety, and of course very low self-esteem as well. Some of you might have also noticed that you've been invited to a private group which is about anxiety and self-esteem, and I'm really looking forward to you being in there and just giving you so much value, and for you guys all sharing so much more about yourselves, knowing that it's a safe community with like-minded people, and just really just paving your way towards that success and confidence and self-worth that I know that you guys all want. That's what I want to give you. That's what was given to me, and it was 3 things like studying this book, as well as like the material in the course that we spoke about. You've seen obviously the 5-day video series. If you still want access to that, by the way, or you're thinking I have no idea what that is, send me a direct message, I can give you access. So anyhow, yeah, quitter never wins and a winner never quits. What is it that you are going to decide not to quit at, no matter how many times you fail? You see, when Napoleon Hill was interviewing a lot of these people, obviously you notice a lot of them had quite a bit of failure. Let's even talk about someone modern, Richard Branson. Richard Branson is dyslexic, so he was actually beaten in school because he couldn't do things as well as other kids, and dyslexia wasn't really very well known, and also, you know, when he started off with this a student magazine. So you know the Body Shop. Has anyone heard of Body Shop in here in the UK? So it's for those of you who aren't quite aware, it's a shop that gives sort of soaps and shampoos and all this gorgeous cleaning stuff for your body, without the animal cruelty. And those guys actually knew Richard Branson when he was in the basement of his student digs with a little printing press machine doing his little student magazine, and obviously that kind of failed in the end, but it was the start of everything. He obviously had a huge flop early in his life as well. So what happened was, one of his businesses, I think it was Virgin Records actually, went awry. I can't remember quite what happened, but he didn't do something right anyway, and his parents had to basically remortgage their home. So you know, you can imagine that would be enough to put you off persisting and being everything that obviously he's had the potential to be. And if you read his book, any of his autobiographies, I think the first one is Losing My Virginity, which is actually not about all that. It's about getting comfortable with the business world, really learning the relationship with the business world, and then of course later on his second one, Finding My Virginity. So I suppose it's a play on the word virgin, isn't it really? He had other failures as well, Virgin Brides, Virgin Coke, lots of different things. Anyhow, what is the one thing that you're gonna decide not to quit on this year? As I say, that's just one simple line. This book, as I say, is phenomenal. We will be studying it in the main course. It's just got the secrets of life in it, basically. I can't believe that so many people just don't know about this. This is the foundation, as I say, for the course that I actually learned, which is by Bob Proctor, because he studied this first. Anyhow, that's all from me. Leave me a comment below. I'd love to see what you have to say, and I'll see you tomorrow when we will be going more over this system. This is going to be a system to help you stay grounded when you have a panic attack, so I'll see you for that tomorrow. Bye bye.